Hey guys, how's it going? Well, you're watching my other video of me laying underneath this 6.7 powered Dodge 3500. Daisy, get out of the shop. My dog's always wanting in there. I'm working on my truck right now. As you're watching the other video, a couple people comment, you're getting her. Yeah, I think I'm well on the way. I want to do one more thing just because, well, I'm in the mood and I feel like this shouldn't be too difficult of a job. This truck, friends, well, I'll show you guys. It's easier just to show you. So this truck has ARP head studs right here, okay? When I bought it, I noticed that, and I thought, that's a good deal. Nothing wrong with a studded diesel. That's a good thing. Part of me thought this truck's probably really hot rodded. This truck seems like it's stock. Stock with a mild tune on it. It's got an exhaust. It's got a cold air intake, but you know, it's stock. I don't think the injectors are done. This thing is clean. It doesn't smoke when you honk on it or anything like that. So, it's got all the stuff that I would put on a diesel. But anyways, friends, if you guys look, I'm going to try and turn my light on here. If you guys look back there in this area, okay, and in the front here, okay, this truck leaks oil. Now, it's not a horrible leak, but if you look back there, it leaks down the bell housing and along the back of the block. And when you park this thing, it drips. 3 drips every time I stop. 1, 2, 3, about, you sit there, they're about this big. Number one, you don't want to park on somebody's nice driveway. I try not to whenever possible. And number 2, I don't like a truck that leaks oil. Although every truck I own leaks oil, so that's probably a bad thing. I'd prefer if they didn't. So, 10,000 kilometers or 7,000 miles, whatever you want to call it, to an oil change, I really don't have to add oil to this truck. But it's annoying. You can smell oil burning when it's hot, and it's just a mess. So, I was at a fundraiser event for Williams syndrome, and one of the guys I know there is a diesel mechanic, and he's also a Cummins whisperer. He has one of these 6.7s that's all done up, and I said, I got a nasty oil leak from the back of the motor, and I said, there's nothing back there, and it starts at the top, the very top of the motor. Valve cover's dry. See that? And he goes, your truck's studded. And I said, yeah. And he goes, ARP studs. I said, yeah. He goes, probably when somebody did that, they didn't relieve the valve cover. There's a spot in the back, at the very back, and I'll be able to tell as soon as I pull this off. When you put studs in, you have to relieve it with a die grinder. Okay, undo the 8 bolts. Take your oil cap off. This is just a cover on this motor. It's not actually the valve cover. Put that over there. CCV filter. This thing likes to blow CCV codes, and one of those strange things that it does. But that's a start. Now I'll start undoing connectors. I may actually put this back down. I'll start undoing the connector here and the 2 on the sides. Compared to what we've done. Okay, now, if I did this right, you should just lift off now. Now, can I lift this off? There we go. That's not so bad. Now, for the fun part. All these injectors here are fired in sequence, okay? This is the part I think is leaking. And other than that back bolt, the rest look like they're going to be pretty easy to get at. So, in the back here, there's a bolt like this, and the stud is on the inside, okay? And we'll know when we pull this off. Now, the main thing here, friends, is I got a new gasket. I chose to go to Felpro. I'm going to keep this gasket. I'll probably bring it on the road trip just in case. But that Felpro, I read online that they're really good. No complaints about them. They're not They're not like some of the junk you get online, but either way, this truck runs perfect. Now, starting at the back and working forward, green, blue, brown, red, brown, yellow, blue, green, blue, brown, red, brown, yellow, okay? And that will matter when we're putting this back together. If you hook these up wrong, they're no good, okay? Okay guys, 10 mil bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The one at the very back is gonna be a real treat. And then we'll see what we can see. We're gonna know right away if it's leaking. I'll be able to tell. You'll be able to see oil under there. And there's not any oil sitting on top here, so this should be pretty clean. I got all the bolts out. That back one was particularly difficult. Not horrible though. Okay. Let's gently pull this off. Oh, and I bet ya. So that has been relieved. The question is, did they relieve it enough? Because I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's really wet back there. Like that gasket looks like it's been puking oil. It's hard to say though. Maybe I'll relieve it a little bit more because this cutout here, friends, is what you have to relieve. Online, I've seen people remove more than that. So I'll do some research and I'll get back at you. Okay, guys, I did verify that the back was leaking. I could see it. Looks like half of it was leaking. I'm going to try and get you guys in here. I don't know. So it looks like that was clearance proper. You can get a socket on there. So I'm going to say, there's the hole. I'm going to chalk this up as just a dry old gasket and leave it at that. I lined it up by putting 2 bolts in. Okay, I'm going to clean this up and reassemble it. Okay guys, it's dark out now, but I got the new Felpro gasket installed. It says online this is about a 3-hour job. I would say that's pretty fair. I'm not rushing through this. I spent longer cleaning this than I did taking it apart. But I got her pretty clean. I scrubbed her, hit her with a wire wheel. And the old gasket, friends, is hard as a rock. So I'm pretty certain I found my issue. Okay, that back bolt is going to be all kinds of enjoyable to put together. I'm going to screw these 2 in. These middle 2, because that'll hold this straight. Because I'm working by feel. Hey there, Vince. My buddy Vince works by feel. And you don't see that well. And sometimes I forget when I'm talking to him. I say, what's he doing there? Well, I can feel it. That gasket is grabbing nicely. But I forget that he doesn't see well because, well, he's a true, I don't know. He gives me the oomph to do things because I see pretty good. And I just can't imagine not being able to see. That's right, buddy. I'm saying nice things about you. Don't blush or anything. You meet just some of the best people through this YouTube thing. The worst part about working on this truck is it's lifted. And it's tight to fit in here. Oh, look at that. Is that where she goes? Oh, look at that. I got her on the first try, friends. Okay, these bolts right here, friends. Okay, there's one right at the back. And I think this is going to square us away. At least we can see some kind of a division. I may go under there with my, I got a really heavy duty pressure washer and I may wash off the bell housing. But I assume after running this thing for a day and working it, probably be pretty fair to say that all that oil will be gone. Okay, I'm going to start at the back. I'll just clip you guys right back in here. Got my torque wrench here, ready to go. I'm upset, friends. I brushed up against the my new exchanger there. Oh, I guess I could have tightened these a lot more. Oh, we know we have gasket contact because I can feel it. So there's that torqued. Now I'm going to take my brand new wiring harness right here. I don't know if the wires line up correctly. I'm going to match them with the factory one. This is a Fel Pro. I read online these are good. And we'll go from there. Give me a second here. Okay, I've matched these up with the old gasket because when I pulled it off, they weren't disturbed in any way. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop you guys here. Oh, I'm bleeding. Big shock there, eh? You guys have never seen me bleed on this channel. I'm going to refer to the video I made and hook these up. Something threw me for a loop here, friends. There's O-rings in the kit. And I'm like, there's no O-rings. The last guy forgot to put the O-rings on, but I thought this thing don't leak from the valve cover. Oh, what a difference. So I was trying to figure out, where do these O-rings go? There's 6 of them. There's 6 of these bolts here. Where the heck do those O-rings go? Well, then I found there's a bulletin that newer trucks, newer 6.7s have a rubber sleeve that these go through. Well, I guess my truck has an upgraded rocker box on it. Who knows? Who knows if this is even the engine that this truck started life with, because, well, so often that killer grid heater takes these motors out. And remember, I already fixed that on my truck, and mine was 9/10 of the way to Failuresville. Well, I'll just leave you guys running here. I verified 3 times that my colors were right. I'm sure a good Cummins guy would know the colors because he's done so many of these darn things. First time I've ever worked on a Cummins. Even when I was a diesel mechanic for a short while, 150 years ago, we didn't have any Cumminses. We had Screamin' Demon Detroits on some of our older machinery. I worked at the fuel plant at the airport. That was an interesting deal. Night shift. That was a lot of responsibility for a man my age, a young man. But it was okay. It had its moments. But we had cats, 3608 cats, I believe. That was 25 years ago, friends, but I was 19 or 20 when I worked there. Just figuring out what I wanted to do. Okay, I gotta get my socket, but yeah, no Cumminses. Give me a second. I really like these sockets. They're knurled. They're from they're a Canadian Tire product. Oh no! Oh, don't drop that. Oh no, friends! I just dropped. Oh, that's not good. Give me a second here. I just dropped a 10mm socket into a horrible place on the exhaust manifold. Well, that was fun. That socket was on top of, just underneath the turbo. Sorry, friends, I got some dust in here. That socket was underneath the turbo on a ledge. I couldn't see it, but I could feel it. So I was like, this is silly. Okay, I'm going to try and gently move this up again. But I heard it go thud, and I knew right there that it was... Oh, and I just dropped that one in the same spot. No! Oh, friends, I'll be back. I think I might just torque this down. Okay, we're not we're not doing that anymore. I'm just gonna go in here with my torque wrench, 18 foot-pounds. Trying to do this all like fancy, you know, for the YouTubes. What size is this? Oh, that's the right size. There we go. Clickety click. Yeah, I just roll with the punches now, friends, and it works. Even this, whatever, I'm not stressing about it. I choose to drive this truck, so therefore, you're gonna have to work on it. Okay, on goes the cover, right here. Make sure that that's seated. Put the cap on. And then there's a whole whack of these little bolts. 8 mil. Put those on. One of them has a stud on it. And that one goes. There's a wiring harness here somewhere with a loop on it. I feel like I got those all mixed up. They're on top now instead of underneath. I wonder if I should fix that. I don't know. I don't know. Will it matter? Oh, and this one's not plugged in anything anymore, so that don't really matter. Okay. I see. So that's the unplugged harness. So I can just go anywhere. I don't want it back there. Here, I'll keep her up there somewhere. There we go. And it was here. Well, that one hit the ground, so. Can you tell it's getting late, friends? It's getting stumbly. Right there. This one. And this one. And this one. And this one. Right there. Have this. We got an 8 mil kicking around there somewhere. Is this one? Is it this one? Yes, sir, it is. I don't know where my ratchet went. That one I just torqued to a couple of Ooga-Doogas. That's the factory spec. Okay, friends. See you when we fire this thing up. Okay, let's fire up and see. Did we do good? Seems to run pretty good. Well, that was another successful repair on the old Dodge. I think, knock on wood, we're running out of things to do on this truck. Yeah, just a spare tire holder, and this thing's perfect. No check engine lights, everything works. And it's quite the journey to get here, friends. Remember, I bought this thing at the auction. I did an alternator, 2 batteries, and crossover cable. Then I did front hubs, rotors, pads all the way around. I did rear wheel seal and bearings. I just did a front diff inner seal and fluid. I rewired the rear wheel speed sensor to get my cruise control working. What else have I done to this thing, friends? New taillights, new headlights. My turn signal stock was wonky. I've had the dash out. Just recharged the AC and rebuilt the system. And that's it, friends. I put a muffler on it because it was too darn loud with a straight pipe because I'm old. Wow, that's a lot of work. I'm still into this for less than retail or close to, well, I'm still into this for less than retail, friends, and it is 100% up to snuff on its maintenance. Every inch of this truck has been gone over. So, yeah. Next thing will be changing the coolant, thermostat, and all that kind of good stuff. But anyhow, friends, stay tuned over the week. I'll just be posting random videos. We'll be getting the saws ready. I don't even know what I'm going to bring, friends. The McCullough is not ready. I'll just grab some random saws, probably some bigger stuff that I own. And I think we'll be good to go, friends. Stay tuned. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Take her easy. Later.